back to my YouTube channel. This is again Mr. Charles, of course. Today we're doing chapter 50. Finally, we are 50% into Life of Pi, and by now you should have been, you should be revising. Grade 12, revising, and not waiting for my videos in anticipation. You're waiting for my videos in anticipation. No, you must be reading. You must be reading. Okay, chapter 50. Very interesting chapter as well. So Pi goes into detail here, where he's giving us the measurements for the lifeboat. He's giving us the distance and the square meter and the volume and the area and all these mathematical literacy stuff that we don't like. And then he says that, the lifeboat is able to accommodate 32 people. Did you know that? It's massive. I know it looks quite small, but it's big. If it's able to accommodate 32 people. And then he says, I'm sharing this lifeboat with 3 other people or entities, and yet it feels so crowded. And you must tell me why I mentioned entities or animals or people. You must tell me. You must comment that. Okay, so he says that, this lifeboat is able to accommodate 32 people. But for some reason, it's feeling crowded. And obviously, he's referring to the threat of Richard Parker. He's referring to the fearfulness of orange juice. He's referring to the dire condition of the zebra and the hyena as well. So, even though, it's able to accommodate 32 people, it feels very crowded because of apprehension and fear. He also goes on, to explain the importance of the color orange. And this is very important. The lifeboat is orange. The life jacket is orange. The whistle is orange. The life buoy is orange. The tarpaulin is orange. The oar is orange. The beads of the lifeboat is orange. And the question is, why is this symbolic? Why is this important? It's important because it is reinforcing the idea of faith, hope, strength, resilience. Faith, strength, hope, resilience. Faith, strength, hope, resilience. And these are the characteristics or the facets that's able to help Pi survive his ordeal. Orange, it is symbolic of Hinduism. It's a Hindu color. It's a very prominent color in the Hindu religion. And when Pi is on the lifeboat, because he is filled and inundated with orange symbolism, it's a constant reminder that yes, you can survive. Because orange, it psychologically, it gives you faith and hope and strength and resilience that you will survive. Okay. So Jan Martel is absolutely a genius. Even Richard Parker is orange as well. So even though Richard Parker is a constant threat, it is also a reminder that you will survive, that you can survive, that it is possible to survive this ordeal. Okay, so please understand the symbolism of the color orange. Very, very important. Then he goes on to speak about the oar. You use that to row the boat. To row the boat, to row the boat, row the boat. And he says this is the most important thing that's going to help him survive. I wonder why. He lost one. He used one. He was trying to hit Richard Parker over the head. So he took an oar like better. And he lost the one oar. And there are only 3 remaining. Only 3 are remaining on the lifeboat. And he says, I'm going to use this to save my life. You know how? By using the oars to bowl the raft, to maintain flight distance so that he can survive. He uses the oar to bowl the raft and the net. And he uses this to maintain flight distance in order to survive. Isn't that smart? Isn't that smart? Pi is an intellectual prowess able to adapt He's a problem solver. He's a great example of having great tenacity and resilience and perseverance. But more importantly, he's also a storyteller. He's able to use stories as a coping mechanism. He's able to use a dream wreck as a coping mechanism. He's able to create an alter ego of Richard Parker as a coping mechanism. Do you know Life of Pi? You should. I'm sorry about that. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Cheers.